Hello, stamping friends. This is Jenny from Celebrate the Journey, and it's Wednesday night. Wednesdays are our errand days, and we have been gone all day long. But we came home with new phones, so I'm hoping that my picture will be a little better than what it's been being. It hasn't been bad, but it's always nice to have an upgrade, I suppose. And then let's see, what else? We went to Weight Watchers. We've done our weekly shopping, just goofed off, went out to lunch. So all the fun things that we usually do on a Wednesday. So tonight, I'm using this stamp set called Happy Hedgehogs. And I don't know if you do this, but I do. I'm trying not to do it quite so much, but I bought this stamp set, and then I didn't know what to do with it. And then I wondered why I bought it. Because I wasn't really sure what I was going to do with it. So I played with it and looked on Pinterest. I came up with one from Pinterest that I really liked, and then I made one of my own. So we're going to do 2 cards today with this, and then maybe I'll be inspired to make some more cards with it. But I got to do better about not buying stamps that I'm not real sure how I'm going to use them. I bet you do that too. So the first one we're going to do, I had seen on Pinterest, and it's from Tracy Bradley. And she's a fellow demonstrator. Of course, she's used different papers and colors, but I liked the idea. So we're going to cut 2 labels. I don't know why I do that. I can do it this way. Oh, and this paper. Let me share this with you. So in the new catalog, we have this pack of paper. Let me see if you can see how thick it is. It's a 1/2 inch thick pack of paper. And it's called Design a Daydream, and it's host paper. So if you have a $150 order, you can get this with your host rewards. Or if you invite your friends to shop with you, then you can get it with host rewards from when your friends shop. And it is, wonder how many pieces we get. It must be like 40 pieces of, 48 pieces of paper. I mean, remember we had that in the catalog last year, and I almost used up that whole pack. It had a lot of black and white in it, and I really like black and white, so of course I used that. So we'll take this out and we can look at some of the papers. There's a couple florals. Look at that one. I love the scallops there. Blackberry Beauty. How pretty is that? Some stripes. Bicycles. They knew I wanted that one. This is almost kind of like animal print here. This is the one we're going to use. Kind of medallions, I guess. Kites. These are daydreams. That's a good one. Some pretty Blushing Bride flowers. Blackberry Bliss, Blushing Bride, Pool Party, all mixed together. Nice, soft, simple swirls there. And I think there's one more, some yellow like fleur-de-lis. And then the back sides are going to be more generic, simpler designs, but the same color palette. I think it's Blackberry Bliss, Daffodil Delight, Mint Macaron, Old Olive, Petal Pink, and Pool Party. Not Blushing Bride. Ooh, that's pretty, isn't it? So many things you can do with this. if you get 48 pieces of paper. So that's a good bargain. Hi, Leanne. Thanks for joining us tonight. So this is the one we're going to use tonight, and we're going to cut out 2 tailored tags. We can do 2 at the same time. And we'll run that through the cut and emboss machine. And this is going to make a sweet little card. Well, I hope I used the right size label. Let's see. I guess our sentiment will just barely fit on there. So that I could have used the bigger one, but that's all right. I'll put this in a safe place so I don't lose it. We're going to layer these on the front of our card, but we need to do some stamping. So we're going to put our sentiment that says, "It's so nice of you to be so nice." And we'll stamp that with black, Memento black. Towards the top. We're going to do coloring tonight. I haven't colored much lately, so. And then we're going to stamp this sweet little bird. He's not on there very straight. He's got a daisy in his beak. And then we need a little bit of grass around his feet, so he looks like he's out there doing something in the grass. So we got this little grass, and this is granny apple green. I'll put that around because he's looking for worms and flowers in the grass. Now we're going to color our little bird, and I pulled out Pool Party and Daffodil Delight. So it'd be pretty easy to color this sweet little bird. Give him a little dark there. Give him a yellow belly. This, I promise, I know I have ordered Daffodil Delight several times, but for some reason I can't find any of the new ones. I'm hoping they'll show up. We need just a tad on here to darken him, and then we'll drag that color, but we'll make his little daisy be darker. And then this is so super quick. That's my favorite kind of card, quick and easy. Now we'll layer these, and I have some Pool Party ribbon. And I was so glad this carried over because I love this ribbon because it's so soft and easy to tie. And we'll just loop it through. both holes. Oh, hi Sandy. How are you today? Thanks for joining and popping in. And get that one in there. Don't want to tear up my ribbon. There we go. Now I can loop that through. There must be a name for this, and I just don't know what it is. I don't know my slip knot, maybe. You need a Boy Scout. So let's trim that. I think it's a little bit too long. Now we'll want to put a glue dot there to separate them, but not until we put it on our card. And I ran a piece of Pool Party through the gingham embossing folder. So now we'll put that on our card front. And just over thick basic white. This gingham even kind of looks like the same pattern there. So that's pretty cool. Oh, I think I like that side. It looks more pronounced on that side, doesn't it? Oh, maybe it's the same. I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell, especially when you're tired. And I cut this at 3 3/4 by 5 to give it a nice white border. And I think we'll put this on with some dimensionals. And gosh, I think I'm too tired to talk tonight. It is a cute little bird, isn't it, Jamie? Thanks for joining us tonight. Now we need to sneak a glue dot or two under there. See, sometimes we buy these stamp sets and we don't have any idea what to do with them. So luckily, other people have ideas and we can case them. Thank goodness, because sometimes my brain gets tired of coming up with new ideas. I think we need a dimensional under there to make that be level. We can slide that under there. That works. Now everything's the same. And then I was looking at bling, and we have this new bling called Glossy Dots. And I'm pretty sure that that's the new Tahitian Tide, but it's going to look perfect on this card. They're nice and shiny, glossy dots. Purple, pink, yellow, blue. Don't you think that color? That's going to bring out a nice little blue color for us. We'll add a couple little dots, and our card will be complete. I'm going to put one more. You know, when I start in the middle like that, I wish I didn't do it, but I did it anyway. We're going to move this one. Nope, we're not going to move that one. Doesn't want to. So that's the way it'll be. So there's our first real quick and simple card. And it's always good to have some thank you notes on hand. Aren't these pretty? I have to use those again. Maybe I can, not my next, maybe I can use them on my next card. I bet I can. So thanks to Tracy Bradley for this idea. Now we're going to do something that I decided would work for this stamp set. And I took some of our new Orchid Oasis and patterned vellum, and we're going to layer that, and we're going to die cut the tree from this set. We're going to stamp it first so that when we die cut it, it'll be in the right place. So I need my, this one will work. I think I need to use this end. So we'll ink up our tree with Memento. This is one of the bigger images. Make sure I get it nice and inky. Let's hope we did. Yeah. Oh, while we have this out, we're going to cut out, fussy cut, a little butterfly. So we'll go ahead and stamp that. As long as we got the ink out, we'll do that. Now we can put this on here and cut this out. This stitched scallop contours. I am so glad this one carried over also, because I use it a lot. Might have to carry over even if it doesn't carry over. And we'll run that through the cut and emboss machine. And there's our pretty little tree. That and our magnet thing. And we're going to color this with our Orchid Oasis. We'll go ahead and color the trunk of the tree with crumb cake. Just give it a little quick stripe so we know it's really a tree. I don't know what kind it is. Little, it's actually kind of look like the daisy, but I know daisies don't grow on trees. And we'll color our leaves with Granny Apple Green, because I like that spring green color. I love the new Parakeet Party, but I thought it might be a little too bright for this. Might try it on another one. Bright acid green colors are some of my favorite. I think that is a bud, not a leaf. Almost colored it green. I can't believe it's so close to, well, we're right at almost halfway of this month, aren't we? Just time marching on. So if you were thinking about doing the starter kit, you want to get that done before the end of the month. So the little grass I'm going to do with olive, old olive, just to give it a different shade of green. And certainly just drawing some freehand grass. Now our little blossoms are going to be Orchid Oasis. We'll use the fine tip because those little blossoms are pretty tiny. We can color them pretty quickly though. We don't have to get right up to the edge because they'll bleed to the edge. And if they don't, they still look nice. Give it a, this actually would be pretty with the colored pencils too. It'd make it look more watercolored. So I could do that. We have so many ways to color. We have our markers, our blends, Stampin' Right markers, Stampin' blends, pencil, watercolor pencils, and the new chalk that I have not tried. I ordered it. I need to have a messy day to try it. I think they're not called chalk pastels. That's pretty quick. I hadn't forgotten anything there. Now we need our little butterfly. So we'll go ahead and color that, and I pulled out Fresh Freesia. So we'll, because I thought that kind of went with the orchid color. And we can pretty much color him the whole thing with Fresh Freesia. And then we'll use darker to give him some dimension. I don't know if I've ever seen a purple butterfly, but that doesn't matter. We can have any color we want. I probably have. I've seen blues and yellows and oranges. So surely we've had purple. Now we can do his little body yellow, and then we can put a few little yellow dots on our flowers. You're right, Leanne, buds can be green, so if I made a mistake, nobody would know, would they? We would just say, oh, it hasn't blossomed yet. There we go. Now we're going to stamp one more thing. We're going to stamp it with Orchid Oasis, and we're going to cut it out with the stylish shapes. These are new, and I love them. So we're going to stamp with this color, and I pulled this little sentiment from another set, the one I used Monday. I can't remember. Oh, the sun prints. So I think this says hello there, and it's from the sun prints, and we're stamping that with orchid. So I think that kind of goes with just a hello, thinking of you card, or you could put on the inside, it could say happy birthday or just about anything you wanted. So we'll run this through the cut and emboss, and then we'll cut out our butterfly, and we'll be ready to put this card together. There we have that. And then we'll fussy cut this little butterfly. He doesn't have a die. But he's pretty easy to cut out, I think. We don't have to worry about his antenna too much. Now don't forget, it's easier to move your paper than your scissors. Hold your scissors still and then move the paper. You'll get a nicer cut. You won't get those sharp corners if you let your scissors do the traveling. Let the paper travel. That didn't take long at all. Now, if you put tape behind vellum, it usually shows through. So we know we're going to have tape here. So we can put some tape right there, and it won't show, and we'll be happy with it. You could use a whole sheet of adhesive to put this on, but I didn't plan that far ahead. So there you have that. Now that covers that up. Do you see how it bleeds through? And it's just yucky. I don't like it. So we'll put this on with some dimensionals. So when you're using blends, they do bleed, so you want to always have another color piece of paper behind them. If you so don't just color directly on your card front. Use a second layer. You don't want to see that shadow bleeding through. We want it to look like for professionals. We don't leave messy stuff. No tape showing through. Now we've got this Orchid Oasis ribbon. We're going to tie that around. I'm wondering if we want it twice. I kind of think so, because it's so thin. I think it'd be pretty for it to be tied twice. And hey, we have ribbon, we need to use it. I don't need to hoard it like I tend to hoard stuff. So you need to use what you have and enjoy it. That's why we bought it. To share it with our friends. And make ourselves happy. We can tie that. Put a little glue dot there. Hold that while I tie it. That's a good thing about having 2 layers of ribbon there. They will definitely cover up that glue dot and it won't show on your card front. And now we can tie a pretty bow. I saw somebody I know they said, I like pretty bow. I like fluffy bows, and I can't deny it. Well, I like pretty bows, but I don't know about big fluffy ones. I just like sweet ones. You know what? I don't want my bow, but I want to tie it this way. You know, if you tie it upside down, your bow will look better. At least I've found that to be true for me. If you're left-handed, it might be different. Okay, now we can trim our little ends off. That came out pretty, didn't it? And look how pretty that is to have 2 thicknesses of the ribbon. It's really kind of thin. You can spread this ribbon, it stretches, but I still like the 2 thicknesses there. So we have another basic white, thick basic white. And we can put this on. Sometimes this just doesn't want to come out. You know, if you can't get your runner to start, use it on your silicone mat and it'll make it work. If you don't have a silicone mat, you need one. Now we'll put our hello right there. Let it come off the edge. That you always want to have some movement there. So since it's straddling the ribbon, we'll put 1 dimensional at the top and 1 at the bottom, and it can straddle. And now we'll put our little butterfly there, if I can find him. I wonder where he went. Did you guys see that butterfly go somewhere? I hope I didn't throw him away. He's stuck to something, I'm sure. Uh-oh. Let me check the trash. I don't think he's in the trash can. He flew away. Oh well, pretend there's a butterfly there. And I'll stamp another one in a minute. Let's see if it's stuck to this. Oh, my goodness. I don't know where that little... Oh, there he is. Yay. I did think he had flown away, didn't I? So now we can put him on with a mini dimensional and don't let him fly away again. Now could we, I think this might be too dark. I'm going to get a different, I want a piece of pink bling here. So I think we have some pink that will work. I didn't pull it out earlier. So we'll just look through this box and find, I bet it's the new in color, one of the new. Yeah, last year's in colors, the 2021-22. So this would be polished pink. But it's kind of light, isn't it? So I think it looks a lot like that color. And it'll look pretty. We're just going to put one little tiny dot right there. And there's our card. So we've done 2 cards. Sweet and simple. There's our second one. Yeah. Using the Happy Hedgehog. Now my next goal is to use that mushroom, and then I'll worry about the hedgehogs. I love them both. I hope you enjoy them too. So you could use all kinds of images and create this layout. You could with this one also. So thanks for joining me tonight. And oh, thanks, Sandy. That's sweet of you to say that was awesome cards. Yes, that butterfly did fly away. I should look under there. He was hiding. So thanks for joining me tonight. I will be back next Monday. Talk to you later. Bye.